Hello and good day, my name is Kim Siang, and today I will discuss three topics, which is describe workplace safety, number 2 is identify the benefit clean and safe working environment, and the last one is the importance of personal protection equipment, which is as known as PPE. So before we describe workplace safety, we have to know the definition of workplace. Workplace is the location at or from which an employee ordinarily performs the duties of his or her position. Describe workplace safety. First point is essential for providing a safe environment in which employees can work with minimal risk their health. The second point is safe and healthy environment in the workplace benefits everybody. The third point is safe and healthy work atmosphere assists in reducing the risk of avoidable problems. Next, organized and safe work environment help boost the individual and the company's morale as a whole. The fifth point is ensuring the safety in workplace does not require huge investment, time or money. And the last point is working in a clean, healthy environment can have a major effect on the employee. The second slide is about identify the benefit clean and safe working environment. The first benefit is healthy worker, and the second benefit is people can overcome poverty because they don't have health risks. Next, safe workplace contribute to sustainable development. Next, the process of protecting workers surrounding communities and the environments. And the other benefit is much pollution and many environmental exposure that are hazardous to health arise from industrial processes that can be beneficially influenced by occupational health and safety programs. Second last benefit is improving the employability of workers, and the last benefit is occupational health is fundamental to public health. On the third slide is we have benefit of promoting a healthy workplace to the organization. What is the benefit to the organization? So the first benefit is a well-managed health and safety program. Next, we have a positive and caring image. And the third one we have improved staff morale. Next, reduce staff turnover, reduce absenteeism, increase productivity, reduce care, insurance costs, and last one, reduce risk of fines and litigation. In the last slide of benefits, we have benefit of promoting a healthy workplace to the employee. So, the benefit to the employee is a safe and healthy work environment, and enhance self-esteem, reduce stress, improve morale, increase job satisfaction, increase skills for health protection. The second last one is improve health, and the last one is improve sense of well-being. In this last slide, we have to know the importance of personal protection equipment, or as known as PPE. The PPE is very important because hazard exists in every workplace. The example of hazard is falling object, flying sparks, chemicals, and noise. Next, we have to controlling hazard. We have to controlling hazard for the safety of our workers. The next point is employers and employees will do the following: understand the type of PPE, know the basic of conducting a hazard assessment of the workplace, select appropriate PPE for a variety of circumstances, understand what kind of training is needed in the proper use and care of PPE. And the last one is personal protection equipment. The example of personal protection equipments are glove, protective hearing device like earplugs and muff, safety boot, and hard hat. Okay, that is the end of my presentation. That's all from me. Thank you.
My name is Whitellmina Vatha Anna Patrick Layong, and today I would like to present about the requirement for PPE, hazard assessment, and selecting PPE. The first one is the requirement for PPE to ensure the greatest possible protection for employees in the workplace. The cooperative effort of both employers and employees will help in establishing and maintaining a safe and healthful work environment. In general, employers are responsible for performing a hazard assessment of the workplace to identify and control physical and health hazards. Identifying and providing appropriate PPE for employees, training employees in the use and care of the PPE, maintaining PPE including replacing worn or damaged PPE. In general, employees should attend training sessions on PPE, care for clean and maintain PPE, and inform a supervisor of the need to repair or replace PPE. The hazard assessment, a first critical step in developing a comprehensive safety and health program, is to identify physical and health hazards in the workplace. This process known as a hazard assessment. Potential hazard may be physical or health-related, and a comprehensive hazard assessment should identify hazards in both categories. Physical hazard, moving objects, high-intensity lighting, rolling or pitching objects, electrical connection, sharp edges. Health hazard, chemical and radiation. Documentation of the hazard assessment is identification to the workplace evaluate, name of the person conducting the assessment, date of the assessment, and identification of the document certifying completion of the hazard assessment. Selecting PPE. Number one is all PPE clothing and equipment should be of safe design and construction and should be maintained in a clean and reliable fashion. PPE that fits well and is comfortable to wear will encourage employee use of PPE. Most protective devices are available in multiple sizes, and care should be taken to select the proper size for each employee. If PPE does not fit properly, it can make the difference between being safely covered or dangerously exposed. OSHA requires PPE to meet the following ANSI standard is eye and face protection, ANSI Z at 7.1 1989. Head protection, ANSI Z89.1 1986, and foot protection, ANSI Z41.1 1991. Training employees in the proper use of the PPE. Employers are required to train each employee who must use PPE. Employees must be trained to know at least the following: when PPE is necessary, what PPE is necessary, how to properly put on, take off, adjust and wear the PPE, the limitation of the PPE, proper care, maintenance, useful life and disposal of PPE. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Halbert Rhandell. I'm from DKM5B. So today I'm going to talk to you about eye and face protection. Employee can be exposed to hazards that pose danger to their eyes and face. Eye injury occur because workers are not wearing any eye protection and other result from wearing improper or poorly fitting eye protection. OSHA requires employers to ensure that employees have eye and face protection which is appropriate to the work that being performed. Prescription lenses. Employees must make sure that employees with correct lenses either wear eye protection that incorporates the prescription into the design or wear additional eye protection over the prescription lenses. It is important to ensure that the protective eyewear does not disturb the proper positioning of the prescription lenses. Eye protection for exposed worker. OSHA suggests that eye protection be routinely considered for use by carpenters, electricians, mechanics, sanders, welders, laborers, and many more. Employers of other workers should decide whether there is a need for eye and face PPE. It is suitable eye and face protection for employees should take into consideration the following element, which is ability to protect against specific workplace hazards and many more. So next, welding operations. The intense light associated with welding operations can cause serious and sometimes permanent eye damage if operators does not wear eye protection. Laser operation can be extremely dangerous to the unprotected eye, and direct reflected beam can cause permanent eye damage. Retinal burns can be painless, so it is essential that all personnel in and around laser operation wear appropriate eye protection. Then, head protection. A head injury can impair an employee for life or it could be fatal. Wearing a safety helmet or hard hat is one of the easiest way to protect employees' head from injury. Hard hats can protect employees from impact and penetration hazards as well from electric shock and burn hazards. Hard hats must have hard outer shell and a shock absorbing lining that incorporates a headband and strap that suspend the shell from 2.54 cm to 3.18 cm away from the head. So type of hard hats. Employers should ensure that employees wear hard hats that provide appropriate protection against potential workplace hazards. Hard hats are divided into three industrial classes, which is Class A, provide impact and penetration resistance along with limited voltage protection up to 2200 volts. Class B provide the highest level of protection against electrical hazards with high voltage shock and burn protection up to 20,000 volts, and Class C provide lightweight comfort and impact protection but offers no protection from electrical hazards. Next, size and care consideration. Large or too small head protection is inappropriate for use. Even if it meets all requirements, protective headgear must fit appropriately on the body and for the head of the individual. Most protective headgear comes in various of sizes and adjustable headbands to ensure a proper fit. Periodic cleaning and inspection of holes, cracks, tears, and other damage will extend the useful life of protective headgear. Never drill holes, paint or apply labels to protective headgear, and do not leave it under direct sunlight as it may reduce the integrity of the protection. Always replace a hard hat if it is sustain an impact, even if damage is not uh, available. Foot and leg protection. Employees who face possible foot and leg injuries from falling or rolling objects should wear protective footwear. Employees who work involve exposed to hot substance or corrosive must have protective gear. Foot and leg protection choice such as leggings, toe guard, combination foot and shin guard, and safety shoe. There are four special purpose shoes, which is electrical conductive shoes, electrical hazard, safety toe shoes, foundry shoes, care or protective footwear. Thank you.
Hello and good day. My name is Mohamad Nazmi bin Sulaiman from Group 2. So I would like to present about hand and arm protection, body protection, and hearing protection. Firstly, hand and arm protection. The following are examples of some factors that may influence the selection of protective gloves for a workplace. Firstly, type of chemical handled, nature of contact, duration of contact, area of recurring protection, grip requirement, thermal protection, size and comfort, abrasion, and or resistance requirement. There are four groups of gloves. Firstly, leather, canvas, or metal mesh gloves. Second, fabric and coated fabric gloves. Third, chemical and liquid resistant gloves. And lastly, insulating rubber glove. For leather, canvas, or metal mesh gloves, we have a leather glove, which protects against spark, moderate heats, blows, chips, and rough objects. Second, aluminized gloves provide reflective and insulating protection against heat. Third, aramid fiber gloves protect against heat and cold, are cut and abrasive, resistant, and wear well. Fourth, synthetic gloves offer protection against heat and cold, are cut and abrasive. Next, we move to second group, which are fabric and coated fabric gloves. We have fabric gloves, which protect against dirt, slivers, chafing, and abrasions. Second, coated fabric that are normally made from cotton flannel, with napping on one side. For the third group, chemical and liquid resistant gloves. We have battle gloves are made of synthetic rubbers and protect against wide variety of chemicals. Second, natural latex rubber gloves are comfortable to wear, which make them a very popular general purpose glove. Third, neoprene gloves are made of a synthetic rubber and offer good pliability, finger dexterity, high density, and tear resistant. Lastly, natural gloves are made of copolymer and provide protection from chlorinated solvents. Next, we move to body protection. The example of workplace hazard that could cause bodily injury are temperature extremes, hot splashes from molten metals and other hot liquids, potential impacts from tools, machinery, and materials, and lastly, hazardous chemical. Protective clothing comes in variety of materials, each effective against particular hazard, such as paper-like fiber used for a disposal suit. Treated wool and cotton adapts well in changing temperature, is comfortable and fire resistant, and protects against dust. Third, duck is closely woven cotton fabric that protects against cuts and bruises. Fourth, leather is often used to protect against dry heat and flames. Lastly, rubberized fabrics, neoprene, and plastic protects against certain chemicals and physical hazards. Then we move to hearing protection. Determining the need to provide hearing protection for employees can be challenging. Employee exposure to excessive noise depends upon a number of factors, including the loudness of the noise, as measured in decibels, duration of each employee exposure to the noise, whether employees move between work area with different noise levels, whether noise is generated from one or multiple sources. Some types of hearing protection include single-use earplugs are made of wax cotton. Pre-formed or mold earplugs must be individually fitted by professionals. And lastly, earmuffs which require a perfect seal around the ear. So that's all from me. Thank you for your